What's up guys, we're back for another video. Today we're here at day one, Lake Elsinore for the Hondata Jailbreak tour. We brought our FL5 in. We're gonna drive it over to the Hondata booth and we're gonna let them do their magic. Hopefully we can get this car tuned and we'll take it back to the track, see how much, what the differences are gonna be, and we'll take you guys for the journey. Let's go.
Plenty of FL5s here.
That's exactly.
Jailbroken here at Hondata. We're gonna wait for our turn to get ours put in. Can't wait though. This is something that we had on the FL5. I'm sorry, this is something that we had on the FK8, and it was a big improvement. So now that we're gonna get it done on this one, really can't wait. Plug it in.
Alright, so we're here at Hondata. We've been waiting for this since they've announced it. And it's finally here. We bought the car in person to get jailbroken. I think the only other way you can do it is if you send it into Hondata and then they send it back to you. We didn't want to do that, so we're here in person doing it here in Lake Elsinore for the Honda meet. I'm gonna try to get one of the engineers over here to talk over with us to see what exactly is going on, so you guys have a better understanding. But this is our first attempt to get jailbroken, and hopefully I think Monday we'll be getting our actual Flashpro and we'll be able to take it on the track and see what the differences are. We'll be able to compare stock versus tune, probably get some times, maybe some rollers,
some bass tunes, right?
some bass lines, you know, and we'll go from there. So we might have to go back to streets 127 to see if we can get a little bit faster, you know, the tune. You never know. What do you think, Albert?
Hopefully this makes a big difference now that we're gonna get the car tuned. Last time when we had the FK8, we didn't do E85. We tried to keep it as pump gas, you know, and all that. But we'll see how it goes now with this car. I've heard that the differences once you tune it, it's a lot better. Right now, I mean, we got the Hondata techs here. We got Honda Pro Jason. We got all the good hands on the car. Hopefully we can get some positive results. Like Lewis said, I mean, we're gonna see if we can get one of the guys to talk to you guys and see exactly what it is they're doing here. And it's kind of like a deja vu, huh, Morris? We did this back for the FK8. Yeah, back in like, what?
2019?
Yeah, and we had it done on one of Hondata's jailbreak tours. This is literally deja vu going on, except for the FL5.
That was a Honda Me too, right?
No, it was actually for SEMA. We went to SEMA that
they
year,
had it there?
and they had it at the Las Vegas Speedway track. So we drove over and had it done, which was pretty cool. They did kind of the same thing, except it was like a drive-through. You just drive up, yeah, drive up underneath one of these tents, and literally they would do exactly what they're doing, and you were in and out. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we had even bought the Flashpro at the time. We just got it done because we knew we were going to do it.
Okay, I'm Derek from Hondata. We're here today doing some jailbreaks on the FL5. It's a process that takes about 20 minutes. And what we do is we modify the ECU so then we can reprogram it to make the car better, get more power, more drivable. It's great seeing the enthusiasm Honda owners for the year.
You guys have Hondata?
It's a great car.
All right, everybody, we're back straight off our jailbreaking little session over at the Honda Super Meet. And as promised, we're gonna go ahead and flash the FL5. I got Lewis over here. I got the trusty labor assistant somewhere over here. We're gonna take care of this, and yes, 1000%, you guys have already seen how to flash a car, but you haven't seen it done on an FL5. So that's why we're gonna do it here. Here we go. Anyway, like I was saying, we last picked up from the Honda Meet. Lewis is gonna give us a little insight on what we're gonna do. Hondata graciously hooked us up with a Flashpro for the FL5. This is the race version, and again, just for reference, this works on 2017 and plus Type Rs, and yes, for the Americas, because I'm sure there's a different Flashpro for your market if you're watching it from Japan, Europe, anywhere else other than the United States.
This is the box you're gonna receive. Depending if you get the carb or the race, it's gonna let you know here. If you open it up, this is the Hondata you're gonna be receiving. As you can tell, the casings have changed from the old school light grays. Now it's like a little darker. You open it up, you're gonna get your actual Flashpro. You're gonna get your connecting cables for your laptop. And then some stickers and some basic instructions of how to set it up. This is where you can get the software from.
And it is important that you download the newest version of Hondata if you want your car to run properly. Also, if you skipped the first portion of this video, you do need to get this ECU jailbroken, whether it's at a Hondata event or you actually take it out the car and you send it to Hondata. They're super quick. They'll get your ECU in and out. Don't fret about it not being taken care of, because these guys are professionals. They know exactly what they're doing, just like Lewis here.
All right, so I took the Flashpro out of the packaging. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is get onto my laptop.
Oh, and FYI, big reminder for everybody. This only works for PC.
I think it has to be Windows 7 and above.
There you go.
So besides that, like right now, I have the Hondata software already basically set up. This is our shop computer, so we have all that stuff already done. If you need to go download it, follow the instructions on the inside the box.
Like we said, you're gonna want to make sure that you download the newest one, because Hondata is constantly doing updates to their software and to the tunes, right? Except for the FL5 right now, but normally they're doing little modifications to make their program run that much better.
Yeah, so which is good. There's some companies that just kind of forget about the platform, but since this is so new, they are definitely giving it a lot of support.
All right, guys, we went ahead and plugged in the Flashpro to the computer. Obviously, you hear it go, makes a little noise that it's recognizing. You're gonna see all these lights light up. We'll go into this later. We'll touch on it, you know.
Right now, what we're doing is just basically updating the software on the Hondata. Like Albert said, Hondata is constantly doing updates. Every time you go into Flash, you're probably gonna have to do an update. I mean, which is a good thing. There's always gonna be support. Right now, it's telling us that the Flashpro itself is connected, which is why we're having one of the first check marks. I don't have it plugged into the OBD2 yet, because the first thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure you're connected to the internet.
You're gonna go to the tab real quick. Furthest one to the left that says Flashpro. Here's where you're gonna enter some information for the vehicle.
And then basically these are just some tabs that you can use when you're using the software. Basically it's gonna tell you like if it's connected, if your VIN is registered, if you have licensing, all this stuff. So calibration, the first thing you wanna do is register your new Flashpro. So you go to the register tab here. You're gonna press update register. Now after you typed in your information, the next screen coming up is gonna have you type what type of car that your Flashpro is. If you have a race and you're gonna be tracking everything, you're gonna press outside the US, press next, register, and that's basically it. You're done. Your car's registered. And now we can have 4 new check marks basically saying your hardware is good, your firmware, your license, and your upload. Everything's good. Next thing we gotta do is lock the Flashpro to the car itself. And you're gonna go down here, right here is where your OBD2 connection is. And go in here, plug that bad boy in. And now we have the third check mark down here that says OBD2. Okay, let's put the car in accessory mode now. Do 2 clicks. And now your car's in accessory. Don't push the clutch in because it will turn on. Now we have all our check marks ready. The ECU was the last one. As you can tell, ours still says unlocked. So that means this Flashpro still needs to get locked to the ECU. Let's get over to online on this upper left tab. Online, we're gonna scroll down to lock to vehicle. Lock to vehicle is gonna tell you I have read basically you're just gonna check out that you read everything, you understand what's happening. I'm gonna press OK. And now the ECU is being locked with the Hondata. This Hondata is now married to this FL5. That's our VIN number. It says FL5 right there. That's correct. Press OK. And there we go. Now we're all ready to go. That was the registration part, setting it up. Let's head over to the actual tuning aspect of this. All right, so now that your registration's over, let's get into the actual tuning, what you guys are here for. We're gonna press new calibration. It's gonna be on your left-hand side. Here it goes. There it is. And obviously it says Civic Type R, FL5 2023 and up. Right now we only have about 4 tunes. You have the factory settings, you have a 91 octane tune, 91 octane with the Hondata fuel system, and then a 93 for all you East Coast guys. We're gonna press 91 octane, press OK. After that, we should be sent to the mods list table. And now they've been updating some stuff, so you can either, trying to change up where your rev limiter is. If you want to disable the rev hang, you definitely can, which we're gonna do because that, if you've been driving the car, you've noticed that the RPMs drop really slowly, and that's basically gonna take care of that. And besides that, we're not gonna change the rev limiter yet. We want to keep it just everything kind of stock. If you guys want to, you guys can mess around with this stuff. The traction control, all that stuff is gonna stay the same. And basically, that's it. We're just gonna change the disable the rev hang right here. But if you notice, it does give you 2 options. There's a race version and a regular version. So let's see what this says. Allows the throttle plate to close more rapidly when shifting. Minimum map pressure may be decreased if P01 error occurs. Okay, so that's for something else, but that's for both of them. Since we already have the Spoon actual throttle body, I want to see how this actually reacts to this. Now that the throttle body is mechanically different and the tune is different, maybe you're gonna get a way better benefit. But besides that, we're gonna press OK. And now that the car is in accessory mode, make sure that your lights aren't on or anything, because that will drain some power from the car. You want to make sure that you're not gonna, for whatever reason, the battery dies and you're flashing, because that could be catastrophic. But not to worry if that does happen or you unplug for some reason. There is a recovery mode. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna press the little arrow. It's right under the view tab, right there. We're gonna press enter, and it's uploading to the ECU. So after this, we're just gonna wait for this to finish up, and that's basically it. The car's tuned. We'll get back to you guys when this is all done.
It usually takes what, like 10 minutes less?
Yeah, like right now it's going pretty quick. We're about like a quarter in. But when the car is done, it's gonna give you instructions. Turn the car off. It's gonna tell you to wait 5 seconds. Turn the car back on, and then basically you can actually turn the engine on. You're pretty much good to go.
We'll pick up just
Right.
to show you guys that.
Right now.
Just in case you guys are new, because I understand and we understand that there are new FL5 owners who've never had an FK8 or any other Civics or anything like that. And again, don't trip out when you start seeing all this. This is just part of the deal.
Yeah, all of this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
You are gonna have to drive it after. Some of the codes are gonna turn on because these new cars, they have the lane watch assessment, they have the brake assist. So some of those lights will continue to stay on until you drive the car. You should drive it about maybe a block, turn the car off, turn it back on, and then all your codes should be gone. Like I said, this is gonna take about 10 minutes. You know what I did notice is that it doesn't have the speedometer going up like the FK8. Maybe they haven't added that feature yet.
Yeah. Again, for all you guys that have had Hondata before, normally the tachometer, as this is going up, that
Really?
the speedometer little thingy the RPM thing will start going up, and we don't know. Well, Morris says that it might do it. We'll find out right now once the actual process of this starts going, because so far it hasn't moved on us.
Morris lied, he didn't do it.
Disclaimer, Morris
You did lie.
lied.
You lied. You didn't do it.
It's not. It's pretty much more than halfway through the
Maybe they'll
flash
add it.
process, but it's not doing it. Yeah, maybe they'll add it later. Who knows?
But I thought it was pretty cool they did it, because they used to do it in the 8 gen, then they did it in the 9 gen, and then the 10 gen SI doesn't do it, but the FK did it.
Yeah, the FK for sure did it. We noticed that. Okay, we're all done here.
Then we turn the car off. Now we're gonna wait a couple seconds, put it back into accessory mode. Yeah, let's turn her on. See what she does.
car. Here we come.
First step. There it is. So everything seems normal. We actually didn't get any codes at all left over.
That is cool though.
But yeah, now that we're done, I'm gonna give it a couple revs. Car's already warmed up. I'm gonna rev it now. But see, like the rev hang now is almost obsolete. You rev it, and it comes down way faster.
I wonder if with the throttle body, it's gonna be that much noticeable.
Maybe we have to drive it now. Okay, that concludes our installation. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, the Honda Super Meet was incredible, and we were lucky enough that Hondata allowed us to do the jailbreak.
And they answered our questions when they were doing the
You can ask them anything you guys want.
Flash.
And they're pretty knowledgeable about everything. So that concludes our thing. You don't need to have this plugged in. If you have the Hondata app, it's beneficial because you can do Bluetooth. It allows you to read all that. If you want the app to function, you need to have this plugged in. The benefit about the app is that it'll actually give you error codes. So if you get like a check engine or something like that, you can literally read it from the app, which is a lot better than this because you're not getting like diagnostics.
And just real quick, like we said at the beginning of the video, on the actual Hondata itself, it's got two buttons on there. One that says program and the other one that says data log.
So same thing like if you have the log R. This button is if you need to flash the car. So you can actually flash the car again without your computer. All you have to do is same thing, put it in accessory mode. You hold this for about 3-4 seconds. You let go. All of your lights are gonna start to turn on. This program light's gonna turn on. And once this light starts to flash, you're basically flashing the car again. Once the light turns off, you turn the car off, turn it back on, and you're done. If you need a data log and get, if you're tracking, if you're driving, you're trying to figure something out, you can always hold the data log button. The yellow light will turn on, and you can later pull the information on your laptop and then get basically like temps, how the car was driving, speeds, and basically knock everything, temperature. So that's another good feature. Like I said, you are gonna have to mess with it a little bit, kind of learn around it. But this is gonna conclude our video on how to install it. Let's just go drive it and see how it does.
All right, everyone, we're all set. As you can tell, again, pulling a late nighter. Morris sweating from doing so much work here. Again, thanks to Lewis. Thanks to the shop for hooking us up. Again, big shout out to Hondata for the Flashpro and for getting this product out to market for the FL5 as quick as they did. Stay tuned for what we got in store, boys. You're not gonna wanna miss. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button that's right here, hit the notification so you know once we post, because you never know what the trusty labor assistant is gonna be up to or the guy with the super skinny shirt is gonna be doing. All right, stay tuned, keep in touch. We'll see you guys out on the track.